What's up, guys? Nepenthes here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We've got a jam-packed video for you today. The EPL Team of the Season player, a quick account tour club overview, something that got requested many times, and the DKT gameplay goals, and ultimately winning it. Now, of course, you guys know I have a pretty insane team. I actually made one addition to the team. You'll see it later on in the video in terms of what I bought him for. But I bought Team of the Year Sergio Ramos to go into the team, which ultimately has ended up going to be a mistake. But I improved it a little bit. But I've got some comments from you guys. But before I get into the comments, I got a weird one. It's a weird one. I have... Jesus, man, I really need to sort my hair out. It's a weird one because obviously the Road to Glory is about showing you guys the best way to run your accounts without spending any money. And I mean, look at what we've got. We've got an insane full Premier League Team of the Season team. It can't really be upgraded. We've got millions of coins left available to us, which is going to mean that we have a great World Cup. We've got some of the best prime icons in the game in our team. And, you know, that's what the Road to Glory is about. But I have a trading method right now through Team of the Season that I'm making. Well, I made a little bit of coins from it, and it was fun. And then I went balls deep today, and I'm going to end up making anywhere from 400 to 600,000 coins for a little bit of effort. Now, I want to share it, but by sharing it, it will completely dead the trading method. And that's crazy to say, but it will, because if more and more and more people do it, there's going to be no room for the actual cards to increase in value because it's just the way that it works. So how do I go about this for you guys? Do I show you after I done it, what I done, how much I made so that you can do it in future? Do I just not show it and kind of be like, you know, where did these coins come from? Or do I show you straight away and ruin it for everyone? Because, you know, if I, as I say, you know, if I tell it to 60 to 70,000 people, even if only 1,000 of those people were like, yep, I'm actually going to get involved in that, it's over, it's ruined, no one can do it. So by explaining it in full detail and whys, wheres, hows and what fors, it genuinely completely removes the ability to actually do the method. So I just want to hear your guys' opinions on that. Sanjay Sai says, hey Nep, do you think EA will keep the Weekend League structure the same for next year? Love the vids. It's of my personal opinion, dude, that the Weekend League will remain the same. The reason being is because EA have changed a lot over the last 2 years when there has been huge outcry from the community. You know, initially when it was 2 days for the Weekend League, that was too much. They changed it to 3 days. They eventually changed the monthly rewards as well because Elite 3 gave the same as Elite 1. And, like, it was unfair to those who got Elite 3 on the skin of their teeth versus someone who finished 101st in the world. They got the same monthly reward. So they changed the monthly reward structure as well. But in general, like, from my experience with EA over the last couple of years, when there is great outcry, EA sometimes change something and sometimes don't. And the fact that they haven't changed Weekend League thus far for 2 years, even though there has been great outcry, means that they obviously have something, a plan in mind for them that is either working or they need more time to have work. And off the back of that, it's of my personal opinion that the Weekend League will stay the same. Otherwise, they would have already changed it by now because of how many people were so disenchanted with it. So, yeah, and like another thing that they changed is like the amount of wins required to re-enter the Weekend League. They reduced it from 18 wins down to 11 wins. Well, they actually reduced. It used to be Gold 1, didn't it? So they reduced it from Gold 1 to Gold 3, and now from Gold 3 to Silver 2. So yeah, off the back of that, I don't think we're going to see much of a change. Thomas Wilson says, why not start in a 4-1-2-1-2? I actually saw this a lot, and a lot of thumbs up on this comment. If I start in the 4-1-2-1-2, Heung-min Son is on 7 chemistry. If I start in a 4-3-2-1, Kevin De Bruyne is on 7 chemistry. So no matter which formation I would have started in, one of those two players would have been on 7 chem. And it's, for me personally, having Kevin De Bruyne on 7 chem was the better option. And so that's why I did it. But yeah, a lot of people seem to think that I could get everyone on 10 chem if I started in the 4-1-2-1-2, but that's not the case. Ibraz Munchen says, now that is a team. And speaking of that, I know my team is insane right now. You know, when we look at to a man, it's great. But where do we upgrade from here? As I say, I have lots of coins, lots of investments, and there's still going to be lots of good players coming. I genuinely don't know where or how to upgrade. Do I start building a hybrid? Because I can obviously use Son, Eriksen, De Bruyne, and Firmino up front. Hullet into that right centre mid spot, and then I can use basically a different league for the left centre mid and the defender. So, you know, team of the season for La Liga, I could put a different guy left centre mid, go and get Marcelo and Ramos, still have David De Gea in goal, Zanetti at right back, and then a different icon centre back. So or a different centre back in general. There's lots of room to change this team, but where do I improve this team? When you look at my team, if you come up against my team and you look at it, what do you think? Okay, this is a great team, but where is your but? This is a great team, but this, but that. Where do you see that but? I want to know from you guys so that I can get an idea as to how and where to upgrade this team from here. Because, as I said, I've fallen like butt backwards into an absolute boatload more of coins from some simple trading techniques over this team of the season. You know, I made probably over 1 million coins from actually buying and selling team of season cards themselves. We bought them all at discard value, sold them up in the 30s and 35s. We bought loads more back for the 28s to 30s and sold them all up towards the 40s. We packed some good stuff from some packs and such. We sold a lot of consumables that are selling for some good value. I bought a couple of Wilfried Zaha's, and he's announced himself on his Twitter that he's won Player of the Month. So I bought those two for 29k and sold them both for 55k. So there was some profit made there. You know, just in general, I'm making profit all over the place right now, and it feels great to be making so much profit. But there's no point having all these coins if I can't improve my team. So, I don't know. Barry Allen says, do you think we'll get a guaranteed Ultimate EA Team of the Season, or whatever it's called? I personally think yes. Maybe it'll be a little more tricky to complete than the current Team of the Seasons and stuff. But yeah, I personally think that we will get a guaranteed one, yeah. Cheese Puff Glory says, hi Nep, I managed to pack Sonaldo in my EPL Team of the Season pack. What are your thoughts on him? I've used basically every player in this game for at least some time, you know. It's of my genuine personal opinion that this Heung-min Son is absolutely the best player in the game this year. I know R9 Ronaldo is right up there, and I haven't experienced much with R9 Ronaldo, and I know that CR7 is also insane. But yeah, it's of my personal opinion that this Heung-min Son just has everything except for 5-star skill moves, but he scores everything. You'll see some insane goals from him out of these gameplay clips here. Ledge says, hey Nep, you've got two icons in Hullet and Maldini. Why not just go for any left back that's as good as Young but cheaper? Team of the season guy, particularly Sandro, inform Tellez instead of him. In my opinion, about 300k for a left back is way too much coins. Lovely vids, keep them up. In fact, during this video, you'll notice that I actually sold Young, and I'm going to be playing Crescito there, and we actually talk about potential other left backs that we could put into the team. Into the final though, guys, we go 6-0. 6-0 up in the final. I'm surprised this guy didn't quit. Eventually we make it 7-0 with Hullet, and eventually it actually became 8-0 as well. And again, you know, some of the look at this finish from Son here. He just bangs it. Look at that. It's unreal. He's so good. He's so good. But that's a big win for us. Absolutely blitzed this DKT, as I really should with the team that I've got against the teams I come up against. Yeah, it was good. It was nice. It was fun. It was easy. But we get ourselves the Davies special card, which I personally am going to be using in the Premier League Team of the Season guaranteed pack, because that Davies card, I don't know about a lot of you guys, but that Davies card for me personally isn't an amazing card. It lacks massively in pace. It's got really bad reactions. He's got medium high work rates, which is terrible. He only has 2-star skill moves. There's just so much about that card that I really don't like. That I'll be happy to just get rid of him. I just wanted to look at that Son goal again after that game. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe he actually hit that in the back of the net. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's go live. Alright, guys, so that was the 4 very short, very quick games of the daily knockout tournament. Of course, I used my main team. We won Davies. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go do just a real quick account tour. Saw a couple of, one guy that had the same or similar sort of top comment for a few videos. Just wanted to see a quick account overview or a quick club tour. So that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So we're going to go from tab to tab. Obviously, Foot Central is just nothing. Single player squad battles. I don't think I played squad battles this week. No, I haven't. So I've got 0 points for squad battles this week. So there'll be no rewards unless Friday has more weekly objectives, which it actually will. So we'll go there. Single player seasons, I'm still in Division 10. It is my aim this year in FIFA to get to Division 1 in offline. One of the things that I wanted to do, that I set myself as a target right back at the start, was win Division 1 online and offline, get top 100 squad battles and get Elite 1 in FUT Champs. And I've done all of that except offline. So we're nearly there. I just need to actually put the time and effort in to grind my way up. It's not going to be rewarding, but it will be a checklist point. So that's where we're at. In terms of squad building challenges, what have I got left to do? Well, obviously in the live section there's nothing. In the later on today there's going to be another Premier League team of the season and another set of marquee matchups, and that's what we're going to do at the very end of this video. In the basic section, these are the only 3 we've had all year, which is surprising. And in the advanced section, these are the only 4 we've had all year, which as well is very surprising. In terms of leagues, I've done some of, obviously you know which ones we've completed. We completed the Saudi League. And then we turned Al Summit in. We completed the Championship. We still have more. We completed the J League, and that Cristiano is just terrible. We completed the French League. We used Cavani, and he was great for a fair while, and then we turned him in. And we completed the Russian League, and we used Promes, and we also turned him in. So there was that. Now I've done 4 of the Super League guys just because the packs were quite rewarding for how cheap it was. Nothing on Pro League or Premier League, nothing on MLS, 1 Liga NOS, 2 Liga Bankuma MX, no Liga Santander, no Eredivisie, 2 Calcio A, 4 Bundesliga, no Hyundai A-League. But there are at least 15 to 20 sets out of all of these that I haven't done that have got good packs in them that I want to do before the Premier League finishes. So I think tomorrow's video might be me completing all of the ones here that are super cheap and super efficient for the pack that you get, and we'll then do like a nice little pack opening just to see how lucky we get with the Premier League. In terms of icons, again, I've done one of the petite icon sections. One of the petite icon sections, Jesus, there's so many icons there because you've got a 45k pack for it. And then after that, we've completed 4 icons in total. We've done Hullet, Rijkaard, Costa and Zanetti. Of course, Costa and Rijkaard got turned in. Zanetti and Hullet are in the main team. I absolutely will do 1 of 2 or 2 of 2 more icons, depending on how my account luck goes in the future. Ronaldo is one of those, and Henry is the other one. Henry is definitely someone that I will do, although it might be at the very end of the game cycle. I know we're already into the second half of the game cycle, but obviously I want a Thierry Henry because he's my favourite player in the world ever of all time. What's interesting though is that Thierry Henry's SBC is currently going for 2 million coins. Now I could do that. I have more than enough in my club to actually complete this Thierry Henry card right now, but it would leave me with next to nothing. And of course for the World Cup mode, I don't want next to nothing. But then Ronaldo, the reason why I've thrown Ronaldo into the hat is because Ronaldo's SBC is only 2.5 million coins. The difference between Henry and Ronaldo is literally just 1 extra icon or 2 extra icons, or like give or take, you know what I mean? Like 2.5 million for Ronaldo, 2 million for Henry. I sit there and I think, man, as much as I want Henry for an extra 500,000 coins, and then depending on how cheaply you can snipe those and what you get back in the packs, you can get a Ronaldo instead. And it's been said several times, you could probably do, from what it says on Futbin, you could probably do it for 10% cheaper by sniping cards. So 2.5 million for Ronaldo becomes 2.25 million, and the 2 million for Henry becomes 1.8 million. So there's a 500,000 coin discrepancy between them regardless, but they're not that expensive. But I don't have that much in way of actual coins right now. In Foot Champs this week, I finished 23 wins, told you guys that. In terms of my draft record as well, for those of you that don't follow the Draft of Glory, my draft record is actually pretty insane. 63 wins out of 111 entries, 191 best score, 335 to 48 for goals. Lots of goals scored per game. My goals conceded per game is gradually coming down. It was up there at like 1.97 a couple of months ago, so it's gradually coming down as my ability to play this game, I guess, increases. So that's where we're at with that. In terms of transfers, we've got lots of stuff that's sold on the transfer list. Lots of gold cards that were just in the club that I got from the draft, and some of the Premier League cards that are selling for obscene coins because of the SBCs. On the trade pile, this is why I've still got over 1 million coins left in the club, right? So we've got a few 83s and 84s, but we've got this Fred card, bought him for 13,000 coins, currently about the same at 13,000 coins. He was bought for a long-term investment, and as I said to you guys, if I need the coins from these long-term investments to buy another player, I'll discard them or sell them and go and buy another player. But right now, I don't need them. As you can see, I've still got 500,000 coins, and my team, for the most part, is actually complete right now. So we've got Fred, we've got Vanaken here that we picked up for discard value at 10,500. We've got all three of these guys that we picked up for 15,000 each, as you can see there, and they discard for basically 15,000 each. So, you know, there's already 100,000 coins just in that first few bits there of this this club. We've got another discard inform, the 84 Sigurdsson that I bought in anticipation of needing a ones to watch card for SBCs and stuff. And so I'm going to hold on to him for that very same reason. I bought him for 22k. He's 84 rated. If he goes, he won't go much lower than 22k. But of course, if he goes up, that's great. Same with João Mario, and then Fernandez card bought for 20k. I actually think he's less than that now. He is. He's down in the 14s. But again, if these are ever needed, he'll boom. He'll spike up to 30s and 40s. And if they're not ever needed, I lost 5k on him. Big deal. You know, I made so many coins over team of the season already that it's not the end of the world. Reina, João Mario here, some more special cards, all these birthday cards, these Zaha cards. So we've got Wilfried Zaha there. I picked up in anticipation that he might win Player of the Month. And so if you need him, I got 2 of him. I was going to sell this Malcolm card, but I thought let me wait until the French League SBC is out, because then it'll be an 83 rated with 1 team of the season for the French League. His price is going to go up in value. Coquelin and Farman. So that's my trade pile. So there's at least, like, what would you say, 250 to 300,000 on the trade pile just from the sheer volume of special cards that we have there. Let's be conservative and say 250,000. That would put us up to 750,000. Then into the club. Now, in terms of consumables, training cards, I don't put any value to these anymore because I can't be bothered to sell them, quite honestly. I could easily sell these, like these shooting cards will go for 150 to 200 each. 100%. You can see there's barely any at 200 anyway, which is a good sign. And having 130 of them means that I could make 26,000 coins off of that, and 25,000 coins off of passing, and 25k off of dribbling and physical and defending. So there's 125,000 coins worth of coins sitting in these. If I could be bothered to list them all, return every hour to relist them and clear the ones that have sold. So I don't know, looking at it, the fact that there is about 125,000 coins if they all sold, obviously if let's say even only some of them sold, there's still 60 to 80,000 coins there. That's actually makes me sit there and think, you know what, I might sit there and do that. So training cards, there's, you know, a bit there. The position modifiers, I'm not really interested in selling just yet, because I use the position modifiers often, so I'm probably going to hang on to those. The chemistry styles, now I bought a lot of Hawks. I've got a lot of everything anyway, but I bought a lot of Hawks. I bought them for 700 a piece or less, and it looks like they're up at about 800 to 900 now already. And when the right strikers come out, these will go up to 14, 1500, and regardless, I could actually sell them for 1400 to lazy buyers. And then there's a few more engines, the same. I actually bought the engines for 200 to 300 each. And I wonder if I'm going to list like 3 or 4 at 700 and just see if they sell. Because again, an engine is actually a good chem style for this game. So we've got a fair few thousand in those. And then the anchor cards, you guys know I sold and made good profit on. I have 2 left. I bought them all at 1400, sold them all at 35, 3600. And look at that, they're back down to 1400. So it might be time for me again to go and invest all of my coins in anchor chem styles. Because I know that when the next set of players comes out on Friday for the Bundesliga, these are going to boom again all the way up to 3-4k. Oof, that's interesting. That is interesting. So yeah, you might see me invest in anchor chem styles. So that's where we're at for consumables. Staff, club items and such is kind of irrelevant. Now let's go and take a look at the team, guys, the full squad. I have made an addition to yesterday's team. I went and bought Team of the Year Ramos, because you're probably wondering, I had like 1 point some odd million coins there. What happened to them? Well, I bought Ramos for 1.62 million. I sold Ashley Young. I don't know how much Ramos is still worth now. I've only played 4 games with him. We literally only played the DKT with him. So it's, oh wow, I've already lost like 100,000 just on depreciation, let alone anything else. And do you know what? What day is it today? It's Tuesday today that you're watching this. I don't have much to play for FIFA. I might sell this Ramos because his team of the season is going to come out on Friday with La Liga, and that would be far more sensible to sell. What I don't like is the fact that I bought him for 1.62. I've only played 4 games with him, and now I'm sitting here saying I'm going to sell him because, like, I'm going to lose 100,000 coins in depreciation selling him at 1.5. And then also another 75,000 coins in tax. So I'm looking at losing 200,000 coins, give or take, on this Sergio Ramos. But when his team of the season comes out, this will crash even more, probably down into the 1.2s. So, in fact, the smart choice here is, as much as this pains me to do it, to lose all of that immediate coins on him, silly mistake. I should have had the foresight as well, you know. And what happened is I just got caught up in it. I was like, I had so many coins. I was looking at buying and upgrading David De Gea. I was looking at how many coins I had, and I remember talking to Skills and stuff a lot, thinking like, he said, you know, Ramos and Maldini is like such an insane pairing, and just mistakes were made, boys. Mistakes were made. So, hey, we'll take it. And do you know what to do to cover that loss? I will sell all my consumables. I'll go through and do it. So this is my team now. We got a new This Is My Team. We're back to this team. Vertonghen in there. I've got Crescito at left back. I sold Ashley Young. I need to put Shadow Chemstyle on him, but I wanted to try him out. He's got a good card. Obviously, he was free. And then this is the rest of the team. So Firmino's got insane stats for me. 24 goals, 28 assists in 27 games. We've got Heung-min Son with 56 and 21 in 36. De Bruyne with 24 and 25 in 36. Eriksen with 14 and 14 in 36. And then Matic with the 1 goal, 8 assists in 36. And then obviously Hullet has got 54 goal contributions in 68 games for him too. So the team's good. But as I say, I've no real reason to play FIFA this week. I've already won the DKT. I've already won Division 1 this week. I'm basically just waiting for Foot Champs now. And then we've still got some amazing players. The same players that we've used plenty of times. And I could even use Telles. My left back can be any left back that is either Italian, Danish, Dutch, because obviously I'm not going to use a left back from it's escaped my mind, man. Serbia, Brazilian, Belgian, and I'm obviously not going to use Korean either. So basically, if I wanted to use a Dutch team of the season left back, I could just put Hullet over on the left side. If I wanted to use a Brazilian left back, I could just swap Eriksen and Firmino and just change their positions over, and then Telles would get full chem. So for the time being, we're going to be using Crescito. Depending on what we get in the pack in a few minutes' time, this team might change. So basically, if I get De Gea will just go in, that De Gea will get sold, nothing will change. If I get Kyle Walker, I'll probably play him at centre-back. If I get Ashley Young will just go back into the team. If I get any of the 5 that I have up front, obviously they will just be replaced and the tradable version will be sold. But also if I get, say for example, a Christian Eriksen, sorry, not Christian Eriksen, a Sergio Aguero, Firmino will be sold, Aguero will go in. If I get like a Dele Alli, I'll probably sell Christian Eriksen and just use Dele Alli, you know. So this team will change depending on what we get. But that's basically where the club is at, guys. You know, I've still got a whole bunch of other stuff in the club. So as you can see, we've got outside of my team of the season cards, 250k on the trade pile, give or take. We've got a couple 100,000 coins minimum in consumables, including fitness cards as well. That would take us up to somewhere around 1 million coins. And then what else we have here is just lots and lots of special cards with a couple of big ones. So Higuain there is at 200k plus. Icardi is like 60, 70k plus. De Ligt and Telles are quite expensive cards. Another Zaha in the club. Lots more special cards. There's special Anthony Martial in the club as well. Just lots and lots and lots of special cards. And this is why, even with my super team, and then all of these 84s and 83s that I picked up as well, even with my super team, I still have well in excess of 2 million coins available to me. And now that we're also trying to sell that that Sergio Ramos, that'll actually put me back up to around 3.6 million if I liquidated everything. And I mean everything. We'd go up to about 3.6 million. So the opportunity to do Ronaldo or Henry is actually there straight away. It's just scary to do. Like I would obviously trade in Ronaldo for Firmino and play Ronaldo and Son up front, which isn't a bad idea. And the same with Henry. I could trade in Henry for Firmino and play Henry and Son up front. But obviously I want to put team of the season Ramos back into my club, and well, that's where we're at basically. So I'm going to be right back, guys. We're going to be back with marquee matchups and with the team of the season pack. So let's go. All right, guys, welcome back. I was going to do the marquee matchups and the team of the season pack for the end of this video, but it took me so long to get through the rest of this that I don't want this video to be too long. So we're going to do marquee matchups, some upgrade packs and some other league packs for tomorrow's episode. To end off today's episode, we are going to do the Premier League Team of the Season repeatable pack. Now, I personally am going to use my Team of the Season, not Vertonghen. I'm going to use the Team of the Season Davies as my player, because he's nice and high rated. He would genuinely just never get into my squad. Like, there is just no way. Like, you know, he's got medium-high work rates, which is bad enough to begin with. He's got low pace, low reactions, average physical. Like, you know, he's just not worth it. So I'm going to throw him in there, and then we're going to throw in one more Premier League player. We're just going to get a centre-back in there. So 79. Oh, have I got a Spurs player, perhaps? I haven't. Let's pop in Bruno Martins Indy though, and then outside of that, we need obviously the 83 rated squad and some quite a lot of chemistry. I should be able to get there quite easily with what I have available in the club, and off the fact that I have an 86 rated in there. So we'll go for the Bundesliga, I guess, since I've got a lot of Bundesliga players in the club. Let's pop in Bender in there. I'll try and go for any like 80s and 81s and stuff like that are available, but obviously having 186 doesn't mean that I get away with having just 80s and 81s for the rest of it. So we'll try. I've got Forsberg in there as well. We've got a few other players that we could use that could bring the rating up. Obviously, I don't want to spam them too much. I want to get the best out of this, the best value out of this as possible. So we'll throw those two in there. That only gets us to an 81, so we're a bit far away currently. So we can try Jarstein, Forsberg, Sommer, and Hradecki, and we'll just take out some of the lower rated dudes. So we'll take out the right back. That puts us up to an 82. And then we'll take out the right mid being 79 rated. That keeps us at 82. And then we can take out, let's try an 82 rated card out. Okay, so that's not good enough. So then let's try an 81 rated card out. That's also not quite good enough. So let's try the 80 rated card out. That's also not quite good enough. So we are going to have to upgrade even so a little bit more. So we can throw him in, and that's still not enough. Let's throw Hradecki in there. That's still not enough. Wow, I thought it would be a little bit easier than this for the 80 rated centre-back. That's enough. However, obviously, that's not the best for chemistry reasons. Let's pop the goalkeeper. I only need 3 more chem. I've got 2 German goalkeepers. I haven't. Right, so Bailey is fine for chemistry. Everyone's fine for chemistry. It's literally just, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go for a different Premier League centre-back that's going to work. Have we got a German one? No. Have we got a Spurs centre-back? No. French? Does French help? No. Oh god, this might be a little more problematic than I thought. Let's put Zuma in anyway. I'm sure I'll be able to get this to 70 chemistry. In fact, just converting him from a cam to a centre mid should be enough. I don't know how much cam to centre mid cards are, but I've got plenty of them in the club, so we're going to waste it. We're going to get the 3 extra chemistry, and that is going to be it for us, guys. So, I am hoping for anybody that isn't Pope, Vertonghen, or Otamendi. That is literally it for me. That's all I'm hoping for it not to be. Anyone else will be an absolute blessing. Let's see what we get. Oh, I'm so nervous. Come on, EA, hook it up. Let's get an Aguero. Let's get one of the big guys. Come on. Let's get one of the big Team of the Season pulls. German. Sané. Very nice. Let's go. That's a really good pull. He's one of the more expensive ones as well. And he does release funds into my squad. Even though he's 3-star, 3-star, that's a really good card. So he's like a 450k card right now, but he is a very, very good card. Like I say, I know he's 3-star, 3-star, but he is brilliant. He's better than I could have, like, not that I could have imagined, but he is brilliant. Great dribbling, great passing, great shooting as well, great pace, great physicals. This is a good card that I'm going to be excited to use in my team. And what we're going to do now is the way we're going to adapt this team to make sure we can still get the best chemistry on as many players is we're going to have to now play 4-3-2-1 still. And what's going to happen is Sané is going to go up here. And then these two are going to switch around. I'm going to convert De Bruyne unless he gets 10. Yeah, so I'm going to convert Sané to a left forward. And Sané, to start with, we're going to start him on 7 chemistry. However, if I'm not enjoying him on 7 chemistry, I will happily put Heung-min Son over on 7 chemistry. That would mean that I would struggle to get the chemistry with Criscito at left back, but that's what it looks like now. And man, I'm happy with that, because now we get to sell Firmino, and Firmino's been great for us. I can't even sell him now, I haven't got any trade pass space, but that's like a 700k player. That's, you know, 700,000 coins unlocked, essentially. He's down to like 670, 680 right now, but I'll take that. You know, we get to unlock the funds for him. We get Sané into the squad. Hopefully he's going to be good for us. You know, Firmino has less pace, similar shooting, same passing, a little more defending, a little more physical, but less dribblings. And I like this card. I like the 4-star, and so on and so forth. But yeah, this is that's a nice card for me, man. I'm super chuffed with that. Very excited indeed. I can't wait to get into some games with him. Maybe play a Division 1 run as well to get used to him and see how he plays in game. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.